the excitement, I went and I bought a BMW 330. It was a small car. But one day, a policeman was killed in Tembisa. And as the head of the Hawks, I had to attend the scene of crime. But that car was giving me challenges because the policeman was killed and left his body dumped on top of the mountain. So I could not go up there or deeper with the car because it was a very small car and it was struggling. Coming from that scene, I went straight to BMW where I bought the car and said, hey, where I work now, I'm expected to visit some of these things and this thing is not really helping me. Then there was a Porsche Cayenne parked outside. It's a second-hand car, very old. Then the owner said to me, don't you want to test drive this car and maybe check how it is, if you like it? It was within the price range because it has 74,000 kilometers. So the car that I bought, it was more than that.
Now, if you thought your family WhatsApp group was dramatic, you clearly haven't been keeping up with the Madlanga Commission this week. Between witnesses walking out of Parliament and the 121 dockets gathering dust in KZN, South African social media has been working overtime just to keep up with the receipts. To help us filter the facts from the clout, we're joined by two of our favorite digital fly-on-the-walls, Ongeziwe Ongegusha, as well as Ntabi, Miss Media Ntlapho. Ladies, I mean, it's been a week of walkouts, witnesses with attitude, as they have been described. If you had to describe this week and what has been happening in the news in emojis, which emoji would you pick? Ntabi?
There have been a lot of emojis, but the ones that are really catching my attention, the ones I'm enjoying, are all the Shadrach Sibia emojis. I mean, when I watched the Madlanga Commission, I was so focused on what he was saying. I didn't see these reactions. And now you go to your comment section, and there are these emojis, these stickers of Shadrach Sibia, and people saying, if I give you this look, you must know I'm talking about my BMW or my Porsche Cayenne. So it's been really, really interesting.
And yourself, Ongi?
For me, it will be walking out. Can I? I love that running to the airport story.
Yeah. I mean,
that was the most funny thing.
Perhaps let's start there. I mean, it was really topical. Paulo Sullivan walking out of Parliament's ad hoc committee, sitting. Ongi, tell us about, you know, what sense you got from users on social media. Did they think this is a funny scenario, or was it just Paul taking back his power?
So what I got, the sense that I got from social media was that people feel like we are a banana republic because of how the whole situation was handled. I actually anticipated that when he kept on looking around, and I knew that this guy is gonna go. He's about to leave. And when he started packing up and leaving, I was screaming. And yeah, I feel like also social media feels like we were taken for granted by the witness that was there. I mean, he did things that no witness should be doing under any circumstances. Even though they did agree upon time, we later heard that it was actually supposed to be 2 o'clock that he was supposed to leave them. So it was just, yeah, we felt it. I'm still feeling it right now, thinking about it.
And Tabi, tell us about whether South Africans are actually following what's happening. I mean, we've got 2 major probes or investigations happening right now. Ongi is doing a great job at kind of condensing some of the moments from the Madlanga Commission. Are South Africans keeping up still?
Oh, absolutely. I think they are definitely keeping up. Just as an example, I met Ongi during the week. We sit and we watch the Madlanga Commission, and that's how we know each other. And there are many other South Africans that are watching. They want accountability. They want to know what's going to happen. But most importantly, because when things happen and people are arrested in the country and people lose their jobs or not, we don't know why. But the Madlanga Commission and the ad hoc committee has given us a peek, you know, into what is really happening behind the scenes. And so I think South Africans are watching and they know what they want to see happen at the end of it all.
I think that's a key I suppose, conclusion, you know, for South Africans. They want to see what the conclusion will be.
Yeah.
Earlier on, we were having a conversation about public trust, and you know, 4 out of 100 people in the country believe that the criminal justice system is effective. 4 out of 100. So that's indicative of the lack of trust that South Africans have in the criminal justice system, and I suppose the outcomes, as you say, of these processes will be important. Ongi, I want to come to you. You've done, I mean, something very innovative with the commission. So you kind of put on these skits, as we saw before the conversation. How do you go about choosing the moments that you will enact? And tell us about how this concept came to you.
Firstly, let's start how the concept
Yeah.
came about. It was the way that they behaved. It was how their mannerism was. It's like they didn't know that they're in front of the camera, and also the fact that they are leaders. Because most of the people that are there, they're from here. It's not just the officers in the police office. It's the leaders, the people that are supposed to be accountable, that are supposed to be upholding the law. But the way that they behaving, nonchalant, lipstick, deny, sweating, drinking water excessively. I knew that there's something, I want to do something about it. And the approach mustn't be in a news format in order for other people to be also interested. It must be in a comedic effect, because people listen more when something is digestible or palatable in that sense, like it's more funny. And yeah, and I've received that sort of feedback from people where they like, yeah, it's much better actually when we watch your redos than the actual thing. And at the same time, it's educational.
Right. So, I mean, it is comedic, but it also drives point what are some of the major moments that came out of testimony at the commission. But so are you sitting throughout the day watching the commission to get those few clips? And tell us about the preparation also that goes into, because you lip sync, right? So that means that you know exactly what the various people that come before the commission are saying.
So I'll be multitasking during the week, listening to the Madlanga Commission while doing my things on the side. And the first thing that I look at is, am I going to be able to play this character? Do I have the outfit for it? If I have a blue plain tie, what can I put to make the dots? Then I'll go, take whatever that I can take and like turn the outfit into something similar to what that the person that was at the Madlanga or the ad hoc looked like. And I actually enjoy the crafting more, like when I have to do all of that. I enjoy it more, and once the outfit is put together, then it's game time.
Sure. And Tabi, I mean, another topical issue was the budget speech. Now I wonder, from your analysis and your coverage of the budget speech, are South Africans listening, firstly? And what were they most excited about?
Well, with the budget speech, what actually happened, unfortunately, a lot of South Africans, they don't even want to listen to it because they say it's the same thing over and over again, which really is quite true. And so when it came up this week, I was actually on a live on social media, and I said, should we move over to the budget speech? Because we were doing a recap of the ad hoc committee. Nobody, like most of the people, did not even want to watch it. But what I do pick up with the budget, every year, the same thing happened last year. South Africans on the ground are most concerned about the basic things. The tax, well, it's good, but it mostly affects the middle class and the working public. What they want to know is, are the grants increasing? By how much? For instance, I mean, the disability grant and the old age grant, they want to know what will they get out of it. So that portion of the budget usually performs very well. When you post about it, when you speak about it, people want to know. And they're thinking about, how are we going to survive? You know,
Very real questions. As we close, who was, for you, the main character of this week?
I am having a difficulty between Brown Mokhotsi, because he made a shocking confession.
yeah.
Brown Mokgotsi and Paulo Sullivan, but also MKP's Skosana. He was in the news this week, so between those three, I cannot choose.
Unfortunately, we don't have time to get into Brown Mokgotsi's revelations. And for you, main character? I suppose that means Paulo Sullivan. Then.
Paulo Sullivan running to the airport, business class.
Ladies, thank you very much for your time, and continue to keep us informed about the major moments that come out of the country's top stories.
Thank you
Thank you so much.